good, everybody? MidMorningSol here, back at it again with another video, another block of playthrough on Cafe Enchante. Yeah, I know, it's Saturday morning. Shoot, let's go ahead and just get into the load screen because this thing likes to cut off like every 2 seconds. So how you all been? Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Don't know when I'm gonna post this exact video and start off my count, but it is what it is. But to catch you all up, so first things first, we just finished chapter 2. This is considered the main chapter, the main route rather, or common route. And Kotone's still in the process of opening up or reopening up Cafe Enchante, and the 5 gents who accompany her, we got to know a little bit more about them. The brief Cliff Notes version. First we met with Ill, and we got to go inside his room, and we saw his gaming figure poster body pillow collection. I thought that was adorable. What else? Who else? I don't think I'm gonna remember the exact order, y'all. I think it was Ill, then Ignis. We were trying to fight to make him some food, but Rindo cock blocked us. But we found out that Ignis doesn't really trust us because we're not her grandfather Soan, and he really did trust Soan. Something happened with him in which, you know, Soan was able to bail him out, and like he's forever grateful. You would think someone that had that much of a gratitude would kind of let it trickle down to their descendant, but nope. Ignis got that wall up, but he let some of that wall down with explaining himself. Then we went on a stroll with Canis, and you know, Kotone, along with myself, we were worried because wouldn't he stick out like a sore thumb? But it turns out that they're under some, like the surrounding neighborhood that Enchante's in, they're like if affected by some, I don't know, some trickery, deception type magic where they're used to him, so they're like, oh, they're chilling like he's a normal, tall, well-built dude that just hangs around the neighborhood, and like he's helping people, and neighbors and neighboring stores are like, you know, hollering at him and stuff, and like, I mean, like, you know, like saying hey, hello, that sort of deal. So yeah, that's like kind of half of the mystery. Well, not half, but like, let's say a quarter of the mystery gone, with how Canis would be seen in public. Then we got to go for a little cruise with Kaoru Rindo, and what led up to that, what led up to the, like, the car ride and all that was because Kotone was like working herself to death, and she was only getting what, like 3 hours of sleep. So yeah, yikes. I was like, girl, if you don't get your ass in the bed on time and like get a decent amount of rest, you cannot function on 3 hours of sleep. So yeah, I remember that part quite vividly. So yeah, we learned about Kaoru Rindo, and he has a little sister, but he hasn't really been seeing them because of work, and you know, that sucks. But it is what it is. He's involved with the government. He's he's higher up on the chain of command with the GPM, so that comes with the territory. And then last but not least, Mizir, as we were walking back from the store or some shit, Mezier came out in plain clothes and he kind of reverted more to a human-like form. He wasn't having the horns growing out of his head or that really, I'll call it eccentric, gaudy clothing. So, yeah, I mean, he helped us out, took us back to Enchante, and then, like, we were, like, with Kotone, we were, like, going over coffee, and he was instructing Kotone on how to make coffee with I think it was just a basic coffee. I don't remember all that. But because, they got to bond together too, and, Mezier ends up making Kotone a cup of coffee, and he cheated by using magic and shit and whatever. So now we are here in main chapter 3, where we're gonna reopen. Yay! I'm so happy for Kotone. So let's see what's good, y'all. Shall we? We shall. A few months have passed since I moved here. All of those documents, all of those certifications needed. Dealing with upgrading all of that equipment. The aroma of coffee floated in the air of the cafe, signaling the arrival of a new owner. The interminable training I went through just to be able to pour a cup of coffee. Yeah, girl, because them boys didn't like that sludge you were slinging not too long ago. This situation, not knowing left from right, here was such an eccentric bunch of guests. After overcoming so many challenges, finally. Where are the people at yelling? I want to yell too. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if I was sounded like I was yelling. I hope the mic level is right. Well, whatever. It got a cute little fanfare and everything, y'all. That was cute. It's finally the day. Cafe Enchante is back in business. I hope y'all don't play that song again. Please don't. Okay. Huh? Why aren't you all excited? Oh, look at her new little outfit. That's cute. It's a lot, though, with the sleeves being like a lace lattice and the looking like bathroom tile on the top. I don't know, Kotone, but okay, we'll go with it. I changed it to a new uniform and made so many preparations, too.
いや、そう言われてもな。そりゃめでてえはめでてえが、正式オープンつってもよ。
何度も繰り返しているように、ここは人払いを施しているので、新規顧客が来るとしても非常に稀なこと。
I must say that's pretty dumb, but let the girl let some people in, and then like you ward them off after a certain time.
だからなんというか、俺たちからすれば環境的に変わったことはないんだよね。
一緒に喜んであげたいけど、僕もいい年だから、どうしてもそんな考えになっちゃってね。
Really? I know I was looking forward to it, but I imagined everyone would be excited when the day came. This was shocking. I decided to tuck away the party popper I was keeping in my pocket before anyone happened to notice it. Aww, let that girl have a celebration. Y'all are such party poopers. Someone did happen to voice some support for me though, after my horrible flop. Ah, best boy.
ともあれ、イグニスも言っていたが、めでたいことに変わりはないが。
Ah, thank you, Kana. That's why I'm going after you.
ここは何 何かしら祝い事をすべきではないか。それじゃあオーソドックスにパーティーでもするかい？
リンド、それはあなたが不在の間に近しいことをすでに行っています。
Damn, ill, you cold, stone cold shit.
そうなんだ。しかも初耳で地味にショック。
Well, you know, that party, it was right before the GPM attacked. The strangest tea party. That was really something, wasn't it? I mean, the scenery was nice. I wouldn't complain about that.
パーティーでもいいけど変わり映えしない内容はね。まあ会場の雰囲気ぐらいならいくらでも変えられるけどさ。
今度はどのような装いにしましょう。溶岩地帯や断崖絶壁あたりが琴音にとっては新鮮でしょうか。
I don't know how lava and refreshing are in the same sentence, but okay. Ill, those aren't so much refreshing to me as they are places I'd never like to come near, okay? Mountain would be nice.
なんでそんな極端な場所をチョイスすんだてめえは。僕がディナーにエスコートはおまけがいっぱいいるから無理か。
We already We already went to dinner, dear. Nice try, though. I see you. You're very eager. Maybe you can be second. No, you don't need to. I'm not suggesting that everyone has to celebrate with me. I just thought it would be a little sad to open the cafe and not acknowledge it. It might be true it might be true that to everyone else, their normal lives had simply returned to them. But to me, this was a brand new start. So, it was my first big step toward my new life, so at least. It would make me happy if we can have a proper tea party to celebrate. My eyes scanned their faces, watching for their thoughts to appear. If they frown or give the slightest bit of content, throw their ass out.
あなたは少々ささやかすぎる嫌いがあるな。
What? Huh?
カヌスの言う通りかもね。おじさんたちの都合なんて気にしないで、もっと君自身の主張をぶつけていいのに。今日は大事な日なんだ。祝え常連ども。ってね。
Well, shit. If I'm like pushing for it like that, y'all might think I'm a bitch or something. Which I don't want y'all to know until it's too late. Shh. Canis and Mr. Rendo look at each other.
でもまあそうだよね。俺たちが祝わなくて誰が祝うんだって話だし。
Yeah.
お茶会やろうか。今度は正真正銘アンシャンテの再会を祝してさ。
Y'all would have one for me. Not like I was killing myself trying to get this place up to par. With Mizier's smile, everyone else begins to comment supportively about the tea party.
俺は別に元から反対してたわけじゃねえし、お前がやりてえならいいんじゃねえの。
You want to have one, boy. Stop that foolishness. Anyway, was he against it? I know Ill was like, we already have one and you didn't make it.
私も皆の意見に賛成です。これまでの経緯を考えるに、彼女を祝うのは自然な流れかと。
Thank you. All right, I'll get everything ready. What sort of food does everyone want?
はい、ストップ。なんとなくそう来るとは思ったけどさ。
What you mean stop? Huh?
今回も俺たちが準備するからさ、琴音はゆっくり休んでなよ。開店の一番の功労者なんだし。
Wait, but last time y'all did it too, so I don't know why I couldn't do it. Like, I would have to get in this mode.
そうそう。それに琴音ちゃんは普段からここのメンツの食事やら何やら面倒見てるんだからさ。
Aww, she has. Okay, yeah, give her a break. Give her a break.
ここは我々に日頃の恩を返させてはくれまいか。
What does yellow mean? I know I had like a running table on what his flame color meant. I know like red is embarrassed, or it could be enraged, depends on how deep the hue is. Blue, no, I think red is not embarrassed. Blue is, I don't know, we'll find out. Really? Everyone actually wants to help me. I don't feel like I've done enough for them to owe me any kind of debt. Girl, shut up and just let them take care of you. But it really does bring joy to my heart that they would be so thoughtful. I'll take you up on your offer. Thank you very much. That's right, Kotone. Chillax, girl. After mentioning to come ask me if there was anything they didn't know, I took their advice and went to relax quietly in my room. Yes, child. What, you bored or something? Yeah, you're bored. I can't relax. Thinking back, whenever I had any free time, I was either cooking or studying to prep for reopening the business. Now that I didn't need to do that, I was totally bored. How is it I have more free time now that we've officially reopened? I couldn't help but ask, getting ahead of myself. I couldn't help but question the issue. They wouldn't mind if I were to come down just to see how things were going, right? In the end, I decided that I was bored still remained. I decided the best thing was to go see how they were all doing. I was also curious to see what kind of work they were all getting done. Okay, now I've decided, who should I go supervise? Y'all already know. Let's go. As for Canis, he mentioned he was in charge of making the meals today. Let me find out this man can cook on top of being try to make me smitten over him. Oh yeah, that's true. He is clumsy. Yikes. Yikes. He didn't make a note of being clumsy before, but I wonder how he is at cooking. Clumsy and cooking don't go together. Just saying. Fair warning. So I'm lowering my expectations right now. Hello? I entered the kitchen slowly so I didn't startle him. There, in this kitchen, which had become my training ground lately. That sounds about right. Oh god. I saw Canis carefully trying to use a knife, which was wobbling unsteadily in his hands. Oh my god. I expected this. I don't want him to chop his hands off either. You already got your head lopped off. Keep your hands, please. I'm sure Ignis, who I couldn't see, was out in the storehouse trying to find more ingredients. Noticing my arrival, he turns toward me after carefully putting down the knife.
琴音か、我に何か用か。
I'm bored. I just want to be around you. No, nothing in particular. I was just wondering how the cooking was going. I looked at the ingredients he laid out onto the cutting board. A fresh tomato, a large cut of bacon, and eggs cut into small pieces. Y'all having breakfast or some shit? Some bread was off to the side with the crust cut off of it. So he happened to be making... Canis, you're making sandwiches? Fair enough.
ああ、これなら我でも作れるだろうとイグニスが少々形がいびつなのは見逃してほしい。
Misshapen, okay, sweetheart. That's okay. It's gonna be misshapen in our digestive tract, so. They're on the larger side, but that makes them appealing in their own way. Okay, Kotone, make them feel good. But you cannot cook. Why is he in here? But actually, this isn't good. Just looking at this makes me want to throw up. Hey, Canis, is it okay if I help you out with this too? I couldn't help but want to make something after seeing all this here. I mean, I just enjoy cooking.
しかし、それは
No, but if the food looked like throw up before you actually throw up, yeah, we have a problem. No, I will not go away. You need help. Canis attempted to refuse my help at first, but...
いや、あなたが望むことを否定しては祝いの意味がないな。
Nice save, Kotone. I wouldn't want to be fed dog slop. Got me fucked up. You think I'm gonna eat some nasty junk?
では、小さな野菜の切り分けを頼んでもいいだろうか。
Of course, baby. Sure thing. I'll wash my hands first. Canis and I make quick work of the vegetables as we stand together. There were no major mistakes, and even though he said he was clumsy, I felt that Canis was fairly talented at cooking. Actually fairly talented at cooking. Are you sure about that? Because, girl, the shit don't look right visually. Well, no, there are some stuff that looks bad, but it tastes good. But for the most part, we eat with our eyes, so... yeah, I mean, presentation, we could work on that. But if he knows how to cook, we're in good hands. I will say that. As I was watching this new side of him in admiration... Ooh. It looked as if Canis picked up some of the scraps from the vegetables we had cut. Oh! What was that? It's a... Child, you have to teach me your ways. What the hell? How do you eat? How do you eat? Does it just evaporate in your flame? That's what I'm thinking. And somehow made them disappear into his face. What face? Oh, the flame, I guess. I felt like I was experiencing deja vu.
すまない。バレてしまったか。無駄にしてはいけないと思って、つい。
Yeah, this is embarrassed. This one's embarrassed for sure. He must have been embarrassed after I caught him taking bites while he was cooking. The flame from his neck was red. So would you say that he's a redneck? Yeah, I thought about that for a while. But what I was more curious about was... I was wondering what happens to the food. It was even more fascinating this time since he didn't have a helmet on like before. Will he eat something else? Will you stare at him while he eats? Otome pro tags have this bad habit. So I'm pretty sure she's just gonna be like, watching him as he tries to eat something. good. How did I know that? Hoping he would, I continued to stare at him.
琴音も何か食べるか
No, I just want to see how you work. He misinterpreted my staring. Before I could mention he was mistaken, he hands me a piece of the bacon that he had cut. Does he expect me to just eat it like this? I mean, my hands are full. Feed me, darling. As long as it's cooked right. Okay. Maybe just a bite then? Thinking about it would make the whole thing even more embarrassing. So I decided that I'd just open my mouth. Ooh. You open your mouth easy. The very moment I had bacon in my mouth. You jealous, baby? You jealous? Don't worry, I will give you the same type of attention. That flame got real red, y'all. Holy shit. We could hear Ignis's exasperated voice as he side-eyed us. Ooh, no, child, not the side-eye. Walking through the kitchen. Candace and I quickly separated ourselves. We went back to work in a fluster. Ignis, who said he'd prepare his favorites, the meats, focused intensely on the fry pan in his hand. Candace and I entered the final step of putting the ingredients into the bread and cutting the sandwiches. As sandwich after sandwich was completed, Candace suddenly begins to speak.
少し良いだろうか
Oh, for you, of course I do. What's up? What is it?
アンシャンテの再オープンについて皆以前と大差ないと話していたがきっと本心ではアンシャンテが続くことをとても喜んでいるはずだ無論我々
Good boy, he good tall boy, he good boy.
その望みを叶えてくれた礼をこたびの茶会で少しでもあなたに返せればと思う
Of course. I could feel a boundless sincerity within each and every word he spoke. I'd also like to thank all of you. I was only able to take on this amazing cafe because of meeting everyone here. Only? Bitch, your grandfather left it to you. I met his sincerity with complete honesty, leaving no room for doubt about my feelings. A few hours later, the preparations for the tea party went along smoothly thanks to everyone's efforts.
あとは会場のセッティングっと
Meteor snaps. Wait, did I read that or? Sorry, y'all. Goldfish memory. Okay. Meteor snaps his fingers as Ill put his hands together as if he were praying. This is the same damn background as Boo! Yuck! Be more creative. The inside of the cafe turned back into the same whimsical setting as the last party.
なんだ、結局はこれだよ。お前らも芸がねえな。
Yes, please call them out. Come on, y'all. Y'all can do better than this.
失礼だな。こんなに綺麗な空間、邪悪な魔王様的には力作なんだよ。
No, you lazy AF.
我には好ましい景色だ。アンシャンテの再会。
What does yellow mean? I guess yellow could be proud? I don't know. I thought green was proud.
その始まりは前回の茶会の時だったのだからな。
I also really like this place. Back then, when they all showed me how deep their bonds were with Grandpa, it still didn't really feel like months had already passed. I meant what I said. I enjoyed this place, and how much peace it always brings me. Ooh, that was a loud ba-dum. Everyone chose their favorite, everyone chose their seat and poured their favorite drinks for themselves. Being just a tea party, there was no call for a formal toast. So then, let's eat! After thanking everyone for the prep work, I took a sip of coffee that I had brewed. Although Ignis dishes were piling up everywhere, I savored all the meals that were prepared. Mr. Rindo gives a carefree smile as he watches how I react to each dish I taste.
すっかり君も非日常に染まっちゃって、おじさんはちょっと複雑な気分だよ。
Why do you keep calling yourself old? You're not that old.
もうリンドウも諦めてさ、染まっちゃえばいいんじゃない？そうしたらほら、悩まなくて済むよ。
Child, that face up close. Oh, Mezier, I stand a petty king. That's what you're giving me right now.
そういうわけにはいかないでしょう。彼女が悪の道に染まらないよう、僕がちゃんと守ってあげない。
Oh my, nefarious? Ooh. How should I respond? Do I just stay quiet? The one who jumped in the argument between the two agitated men, it was unexpectedly ill.
私たちからすれば GPM の方がよほど悪の定義に近いかと思いますが。
Child.
嘘？本当に？
なんで意外そうな顔してんだよ。襲撃時の下っ端どもの態度、悪役そのものだったじゃねえか。詐欺まがいの行為に恐喝、果ては丸腰の少女をも巻き込み、銃を用いてまでの襲撃。誰がどう見ても間違いなく悪人の所業であったろうな。
Mr. Rindo let out a surprising emotion in the form of a frustrated grunt.
GPM が悪の組織なら、リンドはそこの中ボスかな？
中間管理職だからあながち間違ってはないけど、なんか嫌だな、その呼び方。
As that conversation continued, suddenly I meet eyes with Mr. Rindo. Ooh, you're not slick. Well, he is kind of slick.
あ、そうだ。せっかく異世界や人外の話が出たんだし、君たちのこと、彼女にもう少し詳しいことを教えてあげたら？
せっかくも何も非日常がどうのこうのって話を切り出したのてめえだろ。しかし今日はくしくもアンシャンテの再オープンという大事な節目。確かにいい機会かもしれんな。
もちろん俺は構わないよ。琴音が聞きたいことがあるなら何でも答えてあげちゃいますとも。
琴音、どうでしょうか。私たちに改めて何か質問はありますか？
But we did this last chapter. I don't want to do it this chapter. Questions? Well, when you ask me like that, it prompts me to ask something. Ask something. Sound like I said ask something. But it was so sudden. No decent questions would come to me.
例えば、彼らの故郷のこととかどうかな？
Mr. Rindo threw me a lifeline. He sure did. Where is everyone from? Oh, I'd like to know that, or I'd like to hear about that.
人外そのものについては彼らとの交流で少し理解があると思うけど、異界そのものは全然わからないでしょ?
And he was right. I can more or less assume what non-humans are like from Mizir and the others here. But beyond that gate, I still knew nothing of the worlds that were out there.
故郷。まあ話すのはいいけどよ。わかりづらくねえか、それ。
そこはほら、僕がちゃんとフォローするよ。そう、これを使ってね。
Mr. Rindo pulls out a large tablet from his bag on the floor. What's that for?
僕のお仕事用端末。イグニスも言ってたけど、言葉だけじゃ分かりづらいかと思ってさ。見せられる範囲でだけど、視覚的な資料があった方が分かりやすいと思ってね。
He quickly begins to operate the tablet.
どう、琴音ちゃん。まずは誰の世界が気になるかな?
Alright. Oh, alright then. How about... Oh, you need to know about everybody. Can I hear more about the fairy world where Canis is from?
メディオについてか。ならば、我が語るべきであろう
な。タブレットは私が操作しましょう。カヌスが触ると壊れてしまいますから。
Hey, really? Ooh, it's pretty. Observe world number XXXX X Fairy World Medio. A world populated by what humans consider fairies, a mythical metaphysical creature. Okay, we get the definition for fairies. Fairy, half physical, illusionary non-humans that inhabit Medio. Despite his rough appearance, Canis is also a legitimate fairy. Okay. Yeah, I know the usual connotation that when we think of fairy, we think in Tinkerbell, we think in Thumbelina, I don't know. Shit. Like, not him. He's a knight. But I guess knights can be fairies too. Okay. It appears to be governed by a monarchy. According to observations, it is a world teeming with nature. Its beauty ranks among the highest of all alternate worlds. Okay. I know y'all not gonna define what a world is. I'm gonna roll my... Okay. Fairy World Medio. Another world where fairies live, and Canis' home world. It is blessed with an abundance of nature, and is home to the fairies that inhabit this world ruled by a monarchy. It is believed that folklore rooted in the human world, such as... Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm gonna butcher this. Lianan City? Yeah, y'all. Crucify me in the comments if you must. I am not up to date with knowing of, you know, mythology and folklore and all that stuff. And leprechauns derived from beings from Medio. Linan Sidhi? Please. A type of fairy as told in Ireland of the human world. They take the form of a young, beautiful woman. They seek the love of human men, bestowing talents like poetry to those who accept her love. Leprechaun, a type of fairy, as told in Ireland of the human world. They appear as elderly men of tiny size, taking pleasure with mischief. Okay, that I understand. So, leprechaun, fairy, which is Lehan, City. I have no idea, y'all, and I'm probably gonna butcher that, like, until I read on how it's pronounced, how it's officially pronounced. So yeah, this type of fairy, we're used to, you know, seeing in popular media. So I just find it odd that they would elaborate, like, or no, not elaborate, but they would group all of the mythological characters and folklore characters as fairies. That's weird.